welcome to the next video of computer networking. So we were discussing about the different communication technologies, networking devices, etc. in the previous classes. In this class or in this video lesson, we'll be learning about various mobile communication technologies. We are aware about the various popular networks available nowadays in mobile phone networks. We have heard the name 4G, 3G regularly, but we learn what was the popular mobile technologies earlier also. So the popular mobile technologies available was 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, and 5G. This G represents the generation. So first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation, and fifth generation cellular based networks. So what is mean by first generation? See, in the first generation on mobile networks, there was only voice calls, and these voice calls was analog, completely analog signals. It means you might be knowing that you will be having the telephone system, and you have some numbers. You just dial to the numbers and call. Only phoning or the phone options was there. Phone options or calling options was there in the mobile phones also. Some mobile phones was there just to, and with keypads you just click your numbers and the call will be connected at the other end. No data was transmitted, and the technology used was known as advanced mobile phone system, that is AMPS. It is only voice only network operating, and the frequency was 800 megahertz, and the speed was about to 2.4 kbps, and the voice quality was very poor, and large phone with limited battery life was a peculiarity, and data security was of course not there. And when it came to the second generation, a simple text messages like you do that SMS things now, it was also added to the calling facility was there, and then some text messages, that is SMS, was also introduced, and also something called MMS, that is short service messaging, text messaging, as well as multimedia messaging, that is some small pictures, not voice but small pictures were able to be sent, photos, etc. was sent, and something called as SIM was introduced, that is subscriber identify module card was introduced, and the speed was a little bit increased, and the problem was the low network range and slow data. As you know that the mobile networks were not popular at that time, and the mobile towers were available only at some places. So mobile towers were available only at some places, so the network range was comparatively low. And to overcome these two problems, two new networks, that is CDMA as well as edge, was introduced. Edge is a term used where uh, you are using actually edge, that is you use your mobile phone such that it can access a hotspot for other devices. A third generation came where you have the internet facilities in your phones, email facilities, video conferencing facilities, etc. was in your phones, and the devices were also called as smartphones at that point of time. And the communication was increased to 144, communication speed was increased to 144 kbps to 2 mbps, and the voice transmission quality is very good now. And multimedia, that is playing music, viewing videos, everything that can be done in a smartphone comes under the third generation technology. Then coming to the 4G, again we are aware, or we are actually familiar with the term 4G now, because we are actually eagerly waiting for this 4G technology to be implemented in our place. So the speed of this generation is from 100 Mbps to 1 Gbps, based on the LTE advanced technology, voice over internet, that is we are able to talk through the internet, that is just like WhatsApp calling, while through video conferencing we transfer the calls, Skype calls, etc. So better video calling occurring than the 3G. And coming to the 5G or fifth generation, actually it is yet to be implemented in India, where it promises super fast data transfer. All the facilities that are available now will be available, as and also more and more devices other than smartphones will be included in this networks. Now coming to the mobile processor, we have learned some mobile processor details in 11th standard topic. So this is an additional some points related to that. Mobile processor has two subprocessor, that is a communication processing unit as well as application processing unit. We know that in a mobile phones, now smartphones, you have something to call to the other people. So there is a section in mobile communication unit which handles those communication part, as well as so many applications are also in your phone. So for handling those application also, you have both processes work together to make your system work or make your mobile phones work. The mobile processors commonly used are Qualcomm, Snapdragon, Apple, Samsung, etc. And the communicate, what are the functions provided by, or the services provided by the communication processing unit? They are responsible for making and receiving the phone calls. So it has the RF radio frequency transfer as well as the audio subsystem. So RF transfer is responsible for connecting the SIM card to the base station through radio signals, and audio subsystem is responsible for converting the voice signals to digital signals such that it can pass through the net. And application process unit is responsible for performing and handling all the operations that you are making in your mobile. That is so many applications, we know, playing music, internet surfing, Facebook, everything, all the applications, all these things are handled by the application processing unit. Now coming to the chat protocol, which is we are using this chatting facility all the time. The more popular chat protocols are IRC and XMPP. IRC is the primitive protocol that was used before for chatting, and now it is XMPP, which gives a unique ID to the user who is registering on it. For example, WhatsApp is using XMPP. So if I am registering registering myself in WhatsApp using my number, I'll be having a unique number for that WhatsApp application. So I'll be talking to the other person, or I will be communicating through this WhatsApp using this IDs, unique IDs. So even WhatsApp, Facebook, Google Talk, etc. uses XMPP protocol for chatting. And video conferencing, the protocol used is H323. It's a main protocol used for video conferencing. And you know what is video conferencing is? It is a communication between two or more parties who are located at different geographical locations. They can watch live. It's the real-time communications. You can watch live. You can talk to them just like we are sitting together. And coming to the Wi-Fi, which is wireless fidelity protocol. The other name of the wireless fidelity protocol is 802.11x. And these protocol allow you to connect the devices without any physical connection. That is, no wires are needed, nothing is needed, but the devices can be connected. It is mostly used in LAN applications, and it uses the radio wave spectrum. Coming to the Wi-Fi hotspot, hotspot as the name is familiar to you. The hotspot is a device that gives connections or gives internet to some other devices connected to it. Up to 10 devices can be connected with mobile. With the mobile, we can connect up to 10 devices. However, it depends upon the type of the device you are using, but still you can connect up to 10 devices in a normal way. WiMAX is another protocol again used for the interoperability, wireless interoperability of microwave access, and the name of the protocol is WiMAX, and other name is 802. The standard name is 802.16y. The WiMAX network ranges up to 90 kilometers. Actually, the transmission speed is maximum up to 70 Mbps, and it is mainly used for MAN applications. So that's the end of the video. Thank you.